Alright, first things first, before the video starts, check the description for the timestamp of when the actual tutorial is, or follow where it says on screen. Now to the actual video. So you've played Skyrim, I've played Skyrim, we've all played Skyrim. But now you're hearing about this Oblivion Remastered, and you're going, hey, that's just another Elder Scrolls game. In fact, it's the game that came before Skyrim. I can play that. It looks great. And you'd be right. It does look great. In fact, Oblivion was great in its time. Skyrim took a lot of the things from Oblivion and made them a lot better. One of those things is lockpicking. So lockpicking in Skyrim is actually a fairly simple affair, as we all know. All it is this little game of find the sweet spot. Press A or D or left or right, while moving the little lockpick into that little sweet spot so that the door opens. Easy, simple to grasp. And honestly, if you've played Skyrim as much as I have, 1,000 hours, you're very, very familiar with this. What you might not be familiar with is how Oblivion does it. And Oblivion does it very, very different. I've played hundreds of hours of Oblivion. I played Oblivion before it was on Steam. I played Oblivion back in the 2000s. Not 2010s. No. The 2000s. If you never played Oblivion back in the day, you might not be aware of how much Skyrim improved on pretty much all of its systems. It's really the reason Skyrim was so popular. Forgot about that. That's a fun little thing that you might not know.
You have my citizen.
E is jump. Space is interact. But if you've never experienced Oblivion before, you very well may not know pretty much anything about its different systems, including its lockpicking. And you might think, well, how different can it be? This different. It's this different. It's not fun. The main goal is to have the pin be at the top there. When you hit, click. And if you do it right, it stays. And if you don't do it right, it breaks. This is shit. But back in the day, it's what we had. However, your saving grace, you didn't get the original Oblivion. You got the remastered version. The remastered version fixed a lot of problems, and is just, in general, a much better game. Just on the whole, really. Alright. So, as with a lot of things in this remastered, lockpicking has been very much revamped. It's the same system, but with one very important improvement. Now, you can see I'm no slouch. I have a security level of 61. I've been doing this for a while. My character's level 10, but that's only because I have not actually leveled them up a bunch. They have a lot of them sitting in the bank right now. I'm dying. But, as with original, the key is to get these pins up to the topmost position. And if you can, the pin will stay in place. Hit one, there we go. But if you can't, other pins will fall back down. Here is where they made the massive improvement. When you hit a pin, it goes up at a generally random speed each time that you hit the pin. This was true in the old version. However, the thing they did, when you have it slow and you hit it before it comes back down, it stays the same speed. Which means, if it's fast, you can just go until it's slow and hit it up there at the right speed. In the old version of the game, it was guesswork. It was a lot of trying to just figure out, okay, will it be fast this time or will it not? And as you can see, regardless of speed, it will still maintain the same speed as long as you don't let it hit that bottom. So if it's fast, it'll remain fast. If it's slow, it'll remain slow. So use that to your advantage, and pretty much lockpicking just becomes kind of a tedious instead of outright infuriating. Because now, it's just time consuming. It's just you waiting for it to be a slow pin and getting it done. You can do this on any level chest. It's that easy. So there you go. That's how you lockpick in Oblivion. Yeah. This isn't my normal sort of video, so don't subscribe to me. Peace.